Last month, Haifa, Israel's third largest city, ordered the removal of Wi-Fi from all schools because of health concerns. Over a dozen countries are taking action on this issue, and the Wall Street Journal just published an article where Dr. Moskowitz of UC Berkeley detailed how 220 scientists are stating that peer-reviewed science indicates that Wi-Fi radiation could seriously damage our health. I'm here today because the Montgomery County School District has posted false information about radio frequency on their website, and you are the body which has oversight, as I was told, and needs to do due diligence to ensure that the false statements are corrected. I informed the county in February of the over 32 false misleading statements on their website in a 43-page documented letter. No response. MCPS falsely states that the FCC, the FDA, have all conducted reviews as recently as 2013 and found there's no basis to establish a different safety threshold. That's false. It's false to state that state agencies or any federal agency has reviewed the limits when they have not. The EPA was defunded in 1996 from developing protective standards. It never happened. There's been no systematic review. The Government Accountability Office in 2012 stated FCC limits may not be based on current research as they have not been reviewed in 2 decades. MCPS students are also using cell phones as part of a bring your own device policy, storing those phones in jean pockets and bras, which goes against the instructions in the manual. And what can happen is you can exceed your FCC radiations. You're outdated way too high at FCC regulations that way. So classroom tools are being used in a hazardous way that can violate US radiation limits. MCPS staff actually laughed at me in a meeting when I brought this up and said that parents are responsible for telling their students how to use these devices, except I've worked in many schools and the kids in my care are my responsibility. And if a child brings in paint and their parents bought the paint and they start eating it, I don't say nothing. I say, you paint on paper, not your mouth, because that's a basic safety rule. The school needs to be informing the children. The school is responsible, accountable, and liable, not their parent who bought the paint. So I'm now informing you that school districts are failing to inform students and parents that these classroom devices emit radiation, and there are instructions in the manual about them. They're being violated every day. NIH is doing a study exposing rats to wireless frequencies the same way that children are being exposed in schools. It would be unethical for NIH to use children in this study, yet de facto, we are experimenting on our children. We're performing the same study without children's knowledge or consent. If I put false information out like MCPS is on my website, I would lose my professional license and it would be unethical. I believe that it is criminal to falsify information on a children's health and safety issue. Please ensure this information is correct. And if the board isn't able to investigate this because you say that you don't understand it, which is what I've been told by so many people, then you should not be exposing children to it. Thank you.